At the end of the journey, I felt like I got better treatment than I would have on my own. I felt that the whole mess that goes with a lawsuit, I didn't have to deal with. He handled that for me. And at the end of the day, I believe I came out with a better physical situation for me because of the treatment that I got. I'm now 100% back, and I didn't know that that would be the case. In terms of the settlement, I was very happy with the settlement. I think that he knows that whole process, and to many of us, that whole litigation and settlement is a foreign process. And I've had friends of mine saying, I got screwed. I don't believe, I couldn't say that. I felt that I didn't have to worry. He was taking care of it. And at the end of the day, what I got is kind of what I expected to get. So I was happy with it. In terms of the medical services, I remember that he directed me to several things I ought to be thinking about. For example, neurological, skeletal issues, which I hadn't thought about. So I thought it was a tissue issue. And so I remember him suggesting to me that I might want to get that. And I did, and I know that at least I was prepared when the doctor said, I think you ought to. Jay had already said it. And so it was good to inquire, because sometimes if you don't know, they don't tell you. And if you don't know and they don't tell you, you don't go, and you remain miserable, physically miserable. In this case, I was miserable for a period of time, but I got the good counsel from Jay and the law firm to where I believe they actually helped me maneuver through that whole medical maze. There were some services I know that Jay, through his letter writing, his attorney letters to them, opened the doors for me to go get the treatment, that they're like, well, we're not going to do that. And with his letter, it happened. And I got the service. And I know he had to deal with insurance companies to pay for certain things. And I didn't have to deal with that, and that was such a blessing for me. My job was to take care of myself and to get myself back up and running at 100%. And that he was going to help with that, and that I was not to worry about the insurance companies and the doctors, and he knew what I had in terms of coverage, and he was going to handle that for me. And so I was able to focus on me and my health and my issues, and not deal with that whole maze that it's pretty complex. And if you don't know how to maneuver through that, it can eat you up. And I didn't have to deal with that. Jay and his law firm dealt with that. And that was just a big burden off of me.